Hi Pisces, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of October 22nd through the 28th. This is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising signs. So Pisces, for this reading, I'm using the Wheel of the Year tarot deck along with the Madame Endora's fortune cards. Okay, interesting, Pisces. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, wow, I keep seeing this. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is showing up in all of the signs for this week. So Seven of Pentacles, you've planted seeds. You've put in time, energy, effort into something. It does need time to grow. Seven of Pentacles can also represent you maybe making some changes, looking at what has worked. So some of you could be looking closely at something you've been working on and maybe making some changes here this week. Because we have a couple of sevens here in this spread, the number 7 could be significant for some of you. The overall energy is the Seven of Swords. So I don't want you to think that this is automatically negative, because it's not. For me, the Seven of Swords can represent several different things. It can be a sneaky sort of energy. Sometimes that's sneaky with good intentions. Other times that's sneaky with bad intentions. I mean, it just depends on the situation and what's going on and the person. So here, you know, you can see here, I like this illustration of the Seven of Swords because, you know, you can see how this woman here, she looks kind of young and naive. Her eyes are closed. She's completely unaware of, you know, what this woman and this man, they're communicating. They know each other. There's something going on there, but she's completely unaware of this. Her eyes are shut and she looks very young and naive. So, you know, I feel like this is a good illustration of the Seven of Swords kind of energy. But the Seven of Swords can mean several different things. It's also very independent energy. It's a risky, like a risk-taking energy as well. Can be someone who's even kind of like making their own way, paving their own way. So some of you, that's what you're doing. Maybe you're working alone. It could be a sneaky energy that you have here, Pisces, but again, it doesn't have to be with bad intentions. You could just be doing something alone or wanting to keep something to yourself at this time. What's interesting, what I find interesting is the clarifying card. I went ahead and I pulled another card, and it's the Eight of Wands. And so some of you could be learning something here this week. You could be finding out. There could be messages. There could be news coming in unexpectedly. So some of you could be hearing about someone being sneaky. You could be finding it out, but to be honest, you know, like if someone was lying to you or trying to get away with something, to be honest, I'm not really getting that. That's not what I'm getting, like someone being caught or you finding out that someone was deceiving you, but you could be hearing about someone maybe cheating on someone or hearing about someone, you know, maybe trying to get away with something. So it could be on the work front, or it could be like, you know, maybe you're a friend. You know, that's really what I'm getting, is maybe hearing about it, hearing about someone acting a certain way or something like that, for those of you that this is in regards to like a shady character. I'm not really getting you being lied to. You know, that's just not what I'm getting here. Eight of Wands, though, it can speak about things happening suddenly. So there could be something that's happening, even with like a three-party situation for some of you. Maybe someone's married and maybe they're hitting on you or something like that. Something could be like a shock. Something could be a shock here with the Eight of Wands energy. But we're starting out with the Ten of Wands, which can be you feeling a lot of pressure or stressed out when it comes to a situation. Also, you might simply have a lot going on. You're carrying a heavy load, lots of different demands, responsibilities, but you're dealing with them. You're not dropping this heavy load. You're dealing with them. For some of you, maybe you have a lot of people around you. I have this fire sign energy, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I also have the King of Swords, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So some of you maybe have a lot going on. There's a lot of people around you. 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands, which this is someone who's persevering, someone who's hanging in there. This person is someone who's been through a lot, but they're still standing. And so some of you have gone through a lot, maybe with a particular person. You've gone through a lot. If this is on the relationship front, you could be sticking it out and staying in a relationship. For a few of you, maybe, you know, with the King of Swords, he is someone who will use this sword to sever ties. For some of you, maybe it's time that you lighten this load, especially if you're finding something out here this week. But obviously, that's just going to be for a small number of you. For others, I think you're dealing with a King of Swords. And so air sign energy, or someone who's coming off as the King of Swords, you could be dealing with a character who's a little bit, you know, he's detached emotionally. He's not a very emotional guy. He's a very serious energy. And so some of you are dealing with this person. You could be coming off as the Queen of Wands, who's very upbeat and optimistic, and she's a multitasker. And so some of you, you have a lot going on, or you're under a lot of pressure. You have a lot going on, but you're dealing with it. And, you know, this is the sort of energy that you need. This is going to serve you well, but maybe you're just dealing with this King of Swords. Some of you are maybe waiting on news or communication to come in, but it is on its way. We have this 8 of Wands energy here, and so it might come in unexpectedly for some of you guys, or suddenly. And then we have the World, and so this could be in regards to movement, travel, especially with the 6 of Swords here as well. So maybe you're waiting to be able to move house. But the World also speaks about completion, and we do have a full moon this week. I believe it's on the 24th. So full moons are all about completion. So you're in this process now, Pisces, where something is completing. For some of you, something could be completing and coming to an end. Other Pisces, it's maybe a phase or a chapter of your life that's completing. We do have the Emperor here. So a man, you know, a male energy could be significant. We have the Emperor, which I always view him as a married man or a man who was married. He might be a father. And then we have the 3 of Wands. And so if this is like a 3-party situation, you know, this could be completing. You could be moving away from a male energy. You could be moving towards another male energy. You know, with this full moon, there's going to be a lot of people that are actually, believe it or not, finding love unexpectedly. So, yeah. So maybe for a few of you, a relationship is ending. You could be pursuing a relationship with someone else. But with the 6 of Swords, you know, I feel like this is energy that you've been dealing with, feeling stressed out and weighed down. And this is with the 6 of Swords. It's a lighter energy. It's things becoming easier. And so, you know, you are moving forward. You are starting maybe a new chapter here, Pisces. 3 of Wands energy, it does need more time to grow. So there is going to be, you know, patience that's required with this, but this is a very blessed energy. The Emperor can also be you needing to take back your power, take matters into your own hands here. This is all about you moving forward, maybe taking a risk, you know, working hard, but, you know, you will see results from that hard work. Planting those seeds with that 7 of Pentacles. So very interesting energy, and I'm definitely reading for several different Pisces here. But let me pull you an additional guidance card, Pisces. If you've been waiting to advance within your career, I think that it's just a matter of time. If you've been waiting to move up, you know, maybe within the company that you work for, it is going to happen. Just, you know, stay focused, keep your eye on the prize, and just keep working hard. Very interesting, Pisces. All right, I want to take a look at the bottom of the deck. Sometimes I feel the need to do this. So we have the Dragon, and it's strength and wisdom. So some of you are going through something right now, Pisces, and when it's all said and done, you actually will be stronger and wiser because of it. Some of you at this time will need to rely upon your inner strength, but you have, you know, what it takes. You're dealing with it already. And so here, you know, you will be stronger and wiser, you know, once this is completely completed, which with the world, it's a process always. And we have the Serpent here. A sly and subtle approach is needed. So this energy is just, you know, with you. So for some of you, you know, again, it doesn't have to be sneaky energy with bad intentions. You know, this could be you keeping something to yourself, you working on something, you doing something, and maybe keeping it a secret. And, you know, here, I think this is confirming that a sly and subtle approach is needed. So very, very interesting energy, Pisces, for this week. So, you know, definitely keep, for some of you, maybe needing to keep your ideas or keeping your plans to yourself here this week. All right, Pisces, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great week.